And what's good, everybody? Welcome in. Happy Friday night. Glad to have you guys back at the stream once again today on Behind the Arc Basketball. And we got a good one in store here. Number 4 seeded Providence. Incredible season by the Friars. And I cannot believe that they are right now playing in the Sweet 16, the toughest challenge of the season. It's a big step up going against the Big 12 champions tonight, the number 1 seed Kansas Jayhawks in this matchup. This game being played in the house that Jordan built, United Center out in Chicago, Illinois. Providence record of 27-5, looking for their first Elite 8 appearance since 1997. They are led by their upperclassmen. Play so well together this season. Unselfish basketball, physical, tough, gritty. 7 seniors, 2 juniors in the lineup for PC. They've been doubted by critics. And looking to prove once again the critics wrong here you go. Providence is in the building right now. Trying to prove the critics wrong once again with Ed Cooley's squad tonight coming off a big victory over Richmond in the round of 32, 79-51. They held South Dakota State to their lowest point total in all this season. 66-57 in the first round, and South Dakota State was averaging around 87 points per game. Jayhawks coming into this matchup, 7 straight victories in a row, the Big 12 champions. Also, well-balanced upperclassmen team, 7 seniors, 3 juniors in the lineup for Kansas. They are such a great team out in transition, and they are top 15 this season, 2-point makes, and top 25 in scoring. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and thanks so much all for joining and being a part here. Cyclone, Spaghetti Factory, Vegas, my man, welcome back in, brother. Rise of Steel on the stream, welcome in. We only got one more 1 seed remaining. We'll see if we do have another upset today. What I noticed about this one, the national media, once again, same thing that they did to Arkansas yesterday, not talking about Providence, barely talking about Providence for the national media. And all the focus happens to be on their opponent, and that's exactly what's been happening once again here. Kansas 7-point favorites in this matchup, over-under set at 141.5. Hilda, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to watch that one from the TV screen and call the games. Unfortunately, I wish I could go down to New Orleans, but I've got like I've already used like a lot of like days and stuff like that for work, so like the schedule's been like tough and things recently. Johnny, welcome in. Glad to have you the stream, man. Kelly, welcome back in. Gaming with this guy, welcome in once again. We'll keep you guys updated with that St. Peter's Purdue score going on as well. St. Peter's keeping it close. It's also National Peacock Day for the St. Peter's Peacocks. 13-11 Purdue leading, and not anymore. St. Peter's just made a 3 as I just said that score. So 14-13 St. Peter's with 12:40 left to go in the first. So we'll keep you guys posted there. We're going to tip off, and I believe in around 5 minutes from now, as we will tip off. Yeah, things going pretty well, man. Glad to have you guys back in once again. I hope this is going to be a great matchup here, because both of these teams, looking at their press conferences, both of these teams look extremely ready. Remy Martin's been a huge X factor for Kansas ever since he's come back. He did not play in the last month or so leading up right before the end of February, but Remy Martin came back, and he's dropped down double-digit points ever since the Big 12 tournament. 15 points against Texas Southern, 20 points against Creighton. His high that he scored in quite a while, and this is the top player in the Pac-12 conference that he had for Remy Martin for the past 2 seasons. Led the Pac-12 with 19 points per game at Arizona State. Yep, Johnny said that, and might become a reality right there. It keeps on trending that way, and if Providence is able to win this one, they're going to get another step closer. Iowa State against Miami, that's who the winner of this game will face. Yeah, Providence has won so many close games this year. And also, they've looked great at the free throw line. A lot of games have come down to free throws this season, especially in the tournament. 21-26 at the free throw line. That's good for 81%. Malika, welcome back to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. So make sure to vote in that poll if you haven't already done so, and we're going to tip off shortly. This is by far the biggest test of the season for PC. Lost twice against Villanova, played them down to the wire, though, both of those games, but they're going to see if they can look to limit Kansas out on the break. So they got to get back defensively, limit Kansas out in transition, because that's where Kansas is able to do a lot of their work scoring the ball. They're just so good in transition. Every single time they get numbers on the break, that's a guaranteed 2 points each time. Yeah, and still the media keeps on going Duke for that game tomorrow. It's just unfortunate that they haven't seen right in front of their eyes what Arkansas has done this year. They took down the number 1 Auburn back in the regular season. They just took down the overall number 1 seed with Gonzaga. And it's right in front of your eyes for the national media, and they still keep on pumping up that Duke is a lot of people think that Duke's going to take that one. I think a lot of these games are going to be based off of turnovers. One to look out for tonight, Iowa State specifically in that matchup. If they take care of the basketball, Iowa State wins. Their defenses carry them. But if they struggle with the turnovers like they've had this season, then Miami's going to win that game, because Miami's only got 7 turnovers combined, first 2 games in the tournament. That's like unheard of right there. You usually have like seven games really low for a turnover in one game, but that's 7 turnovers through 2 games for Miami, and they are just so scrappy, forced turnovers left and right. So we're going to tip off very shortly, I believe 2 minutes from now here. I cannot believe I'm calling a Providence game in the Sweet 16 against the Blue Blood. Something that just feels surreal right now. Ed Cooley came in from Fairfield, and man, he has completely changed around this program. One thing I saw really special from Duke was that their ability to close out games. That's something that we didn't see before, and for them to learn from their mistakes, their losses against UNC, season finale, Virginia Tech, and the ACC Tournament Championship, they learned from those games and able to close out late on both of the runs against Michigan State and Texas Tech. That was something special there, with multiple players stepping up. Trevor Keels has been huge for Duke in the late stages. All right, here we go. House that Jordan built. It's taking place at the United Center, Chicago, Illinois, for this matchup. Providence, the 4 seed, 7-point underdog. They love to feed off of that energy, the underdog mentality, taking on the number 1 seed, Kansas Jayhawks, the only remaining number 1 seed. They were the 3rd number 1 seed at the bottom right corner of the brackets. Winner of this matchup will take on Miami or Iowa State. That's an 11 versus 10 playing each other later tonight, as I'll be covering that game, part of the doubleheader. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, hit me up in the chat who you guys got in this one. You guys all know who I got in this game, despite my bracket was filled out otherwise, because it's just been incredible to see Providence make this far. And these guys play with so much joy, so much passion. They get the biggest task in the season, though. All-American Achai Agbaji for Kansas. Remy Martin, X-Factor, the team playing off the benches. He is back. Providence has got 8 players, both of the games into scoring in South Dakota State and Richmond, but a huge step up here in the schedule. 2 mid-majors up to the Big 12 in this matchup. Christian, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in, man. All right, starting fives look like this for Providence. Al Durham, A.J. Reeves, Justin Minaya, Noah Horkler, Nate Watson. That's 3 grad students and 2 seniors. Christian Brown, DeJuan Harris, Jalen Wilson, Achai Agbaji, Dave McCormack. Starting 5 for the Jayhawks. Kansas on a 7-game winning streak entering this matchup. I took Miami tonight over Iowa State. I like Miami's ability to force turnovers. Providence, black uniforms, white numbers, white letters. They go right to left in the court. Kansas, white jerseys, blue numbers, blue letters as Providence controls the opening tip. Friars with the ball first. Nate Watson, top of the free throw circle. Hands it off on the outside to Al Durham. Transfer from Indiana's been tremendous. Lob down low, it's Watson. Backs his way on McCormick. Puts one up with the right hand, missed off the back rim, and the rebound pulled down by Agbaji of Kansas. First possession now for the Jayhawks, 30 seconds through. Kansas survived 79-72 on Sunday's second-round matchup against Creighton. Creighton without their top two players on the team, Ryan Nemhard, freshman point guard, and Ryan Kalkbrenner, their big man, 7-footer that got injured the game before in the round of 64. Missed three around the perimeter. Providence couldn't come up with a rebound, though. Kansas has it back. 19-10 left to go. Jayhawks, crossover, driving, floats up the runner and banks it. That's good for two. DeJuan Harris gets the Jayhawks on the board to start. 1 minute through. Providence in their first Sweet 16 appearance since 1997, and not a good start for PC. They turned it over, and Ochai Agbaji lays it up and in for two more. Got to take care of the basketball. It was deflected. Ooh, did he? Oh, he stepped. No, he didn't. Yeah, he never stepped out of bounds with that. He never stepped out of bounds with the basketball. Or they say he did, so they're going to erase it 2-0. So they're looking at where that foot was. On the near side, deflected pass out of bounds by Agbaji. That's what they're taking a look at right now. So we are 1 minute and 9 seconds into the game. 18:51 left to go in the first. What's good, Lonnie? Welcome to stream, man. Thanks so much for joining in. So Providence is going to get the possession back 2-0. So they take off the bucket. Kansas has stepped out of bounds in the steal. Friars have it. Out to the top of the key, Nate Watson. Watson hands it off to Reeves. Reeves defended by Jalen Wilson. Passes out to the wing over to Al Durham. They dribble up, kick out to the corner. Here's a three. Manaya, no good off the mark. Tipped out of bounds, and last touch by Providence. So Kansas's defense just clamping down. Nothing open so far for Providence in this game. We got 18:28 left to go in the first. St. Peter's, Purdue, that game's tied up at 17. Aaron, welcome in. Kansas with the ball past midcourt. Agbaji passes over to DeJuan Harris. Edge of the March Madness logo. Harris gives over to Jalen Wilson on the outside, 12 on the shot clock. Now they pass it down low. Brown off to McCormack, backs his way, puts one up, and no good. Off the glass, missed, defended by Watson. Right back it goes to Providence. So plays in the Providence favor so far. It is only 2-0, but yet to get a bucket, a miss, breaking off the back rim. They're 0 for 2 from 3. Back it goes to Kansas, looking to go on the break. Brown, Euro step drives, floats up the shot, and he gets called for the offensive foul. Christian Brown turns it over. Back it goes to PC. Tough charge right there. Providence able to put their body in the line. Huge charge. That's been the man who's been clamping down defensively all season long, Al Durham. Gunning for a reason. Tough dog. Transfer from Indiana comes up and takes a huge charge. We'll see if Providence can start to get the offense going here. Horkler had a great game against Richmond. Scored in double figures in the last two. Hands it off to Al Durham. Turns the corner. Dribbles attack. Left hand. Scores up and in. Off the backboard. 2-2. The man that takes the charge gets the first layup of the game for PC. It's Al Durham. Kansas with the ball. Brown, pump fake, dribbles, down the lane inside. Get that out of there. Watson alters the shot, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kansas. Nate Watson, ability to alter that shot right at the rim as Christian Brown in a clear lane, and then Watson closed up immediately right on him. Riley, welcome in. Thanks so much, guys, for joining in. 17-10 left to go in the first. Low-scoring game to start out. Unlike St. Peter's, Purdue, that game is tied up at 17 with under 9 minutes left to go. It was fast to start out. Scoring's cooled off a little bit, though. Providence on the outside. He moved it over to Horkler at the free throw circle. Bounce pass into the hands to Watson. Double teamed. Watson floats up the shot. High off the glass. No good. Tough look right there. That goes right back to Kansas. Pushing tempo. Dump off. Down low. And that is Christian Brown with a two-handed flush. They're just so good on transition. So that's all 4 points so far for the Jayhawks on transition. Providence lost in the backcourt. Going to have to get it past the timeline in 10 seconds. They do. Jared, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in, man. 16:25 left to go. Looking for something. Providence with the ball. A.J. Reeves. Hands it off. Al Durham dribbles, attacks, floats up a wild shot block. Nate Watson has it back, 5 in the shot clock. Out to the top, slide to the left. Here's a 3. Missed off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Manaya puts it up and got blocked from behind, though, by Agbaji. Now Kansas going to push it. Harris moves it outside to Agbaji. Bounce pass down low. McCormack working on Nate Watson. Ball gets stolen away. Providence comes up with a steal here. Reeves, Euro step, right down the lane, finishes. We're even at 4. Steal and score right there. On the board, first time of the game here. It's A.J. Reeves for PC. That's Kansas' 3rd turnover of the game. Jayhawks have it at the top of the key now. Brown moves it out to the right wing. Into the hands to Ache Agbaji. Slow start. Providence keying in with their defense. They lob it over low block. McCormack backs his way on Horkler. Turn around. No good off the glass. And Horkler comes out with a defensive rebound. Here it goes back to Providence. 15-20 left to go. A 3 straight away. Missed off the rim. Al Durham playing hero ball right there. Didn't wait till his teammates got set up. Kansas has it back. Attacking. Missed layup by Jalen Wilson. Gets his own rebound back. Bodies collide. Refs say play on. And this is not good. There's a Providence player down. That's Durham. He's out of it right now. Durham back on the court. Good to see. He comes up with a defensive rebound. 15 minutes left to go. These players look gassed right now. First 5 minutes through without a timeout. Durham missed the first one. Gets the second one blocked by Agbaji, and it goes back to Kansas. Brian, welcome back to the stream, man. Kansas has it stripped. Providence tried to come up with a steal. They stepped out of bounds with it, though. It's going to stay Kansas basketball. And finally, the ball goes out of bounds as we have a whistle. That was a lot of game right there without a single whistle. 14:45 left to go in the first. It's a block fest to start this one off in the favor of Kansas. As we're going to take the timeout. Kansas looking to push it. Providence is looking to slow the tempo. And this has just been an organized mess right now as far as this game. Oh man, slugfest out here. Providence is in the middle of a street fight, and you know what they do in the middle of the street fight? They're gonna go and beat them dudes, and beat them dudes all right. And we'll probably hear that speech in the second half. But 3 turnovers by Kansas, 1 by Providence. Kansas, both of the buckets they've scored were on transition, which for Kansas, that's easy too. Every single time, once they get onto the fast break, they score out in transition. Kansas +4 in the glass, 10-6. And both of the teams limited right now as far as shooting. 2 of 9 for Kansas, Providence 2 of 11. It's just a defensive matchup here right now. Kansas with 3 blocks, Providence with 1. Jordan, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining in. If you guys are new, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Quick update on the St. Peter's-Purdue game. St. Peter's leading 21-19 over Purdue. That's a 15 seed leading a 3 on National Peacock Day. That game's got 7:34 left to go. David, what's good? Welcome back in, man. They're hanging in right now. None of the Blue Bloods ever want to schedule them as part of the non-conference slate. They usually play the Blue Blood schools if they ever play like a non-conference tournament out in like the Maui Invitational or Bad Boys Mowers Classic. That's where they meet up with some of these bigger programs for Providence. But unfortunate that nobody wants to play them at the Dunk. It's too bad because the Dunk's got an incredible basketball environment. And a lot of people just overlook Rhode Island as a state and Providence as a basketball city. Glad to have you back. Thanks so much for joining in, Brian. Appreciate you guys for joining in on the stream tonight. What a game to start it off right here. If you like points, it's not the one right now for this matchup. This is possibly going to be like an Arkansas-New Mexico State type of matchup if it continues at this rate in the 50s. The over-under for this game was at 141.5, so you need to hit around the 70s to get to that over-under, and that's not looking so hot right now. PC gives them away. After every single game, the Chief of Dimes, they give away those black belts in the locker room whenever they win. And what they do, Ed Coley, motivational. He's going to ask his players to beat them dudes. Gritty, physical, adult players playing basketball. That's exactly how they played all this season. 14:45 left to go. We get back to action. Kansas with the ball, driving. Remy Martin inserted into the game, and he scores. He's the X factor to bracket. Remy Martin been incredible as he had around a month to rest coming back from injury. Pac-12 top scorer from last season. Pac-12 player of the year, back-to-back years. Transferred to Kansas, and he's been tremendous last couple of games from the Big 12 tournament onwards. Behind the arc fan, welcome back to the stream, man. Providence just 1 of 7 from the floor. Last 7 shot attempts they've taken. Lob inside, deflected at Baji. Wow. He steals it. Kansas goes in the break. Igbaji looking like Jimmy Butler out there. Missed shot by Wilson. Triple teamed. Tie up. And it's going to stay, I believe, Kansas basketball. That's going to be a Providence foul. So Providence picks up a foul. They're going to call it 6-4 Kansas. Hey, thanks so much, Carla. Appreciate it. I've been just shocked here that Providence has made it this far. They were picked 7th in the Big East in the preseason. It's just been incredible for this team to make it this far, and now on the national stage trying to prove the critics wrong. And they're right in the game. 14 minutes left to go and only 10 points combined. Kansas going to get the inbound. Both teams with 1 total foul each. Clara, thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, St. Peter's up over Purdue now. Purdue just hit a 3, so the score is 23-22. Aiden, Cato, welcome in. Inbound coming up for Kansas. Remy Martin moves it on top. Brown passes out to Martin. Wide open 3, and he hits one. Providence not on him. 9-4 to score. First 3 made of the game. Remy Martin, if Kansas wins, he's probably the reason why. Just so good. Coming back from injury. Super speedy, and he took over that game to make sure they won against Creighton on Sunday. Hand off on the outside for Providence is Al Durham. Al Durham at the top, passes to his left over to Providence's 6-man, Jared Bynum. Bynum, left baseline dribble, bounce pass inside, and Bynum stepped out of bounds, refs say. So it's going to go back to Kansas. Joey, welcome to the stream, man. Alex, welcome back in. Glad to have you guys in the stream once again. 13:23 left to go. Kansas with the basketball. Corner jumper, and there's Remy once again. Drills it. This man is on another planet. If he wins Kansas the championship, that's the reason why. 7-zip run in the last minute and a half, all through Remy Martin. 13 minutes left to go. Providence only has got 2 buckets. Bynum. At the top, boosted outside to Horkler. Passes left corner. Dump off. Down the lane. Nate Watson with a 2-handed flush. There you go. Getting the big fella involved off the cut to the hoop. Jumper for a deep 2. Igbaji hits one. That's a big-time shot right there. They've filled a tremendous shot creators in this team for Kansas. Achai, an All-American first-teamer. And now the addition to Remy Martin. This is just something special by the Jayhawks. 12.5 remaining. Providence with the ball on the outside. They hand it off to Horkler. Horkler passes out to his right to Bynum. Bynum at the top. Defended 1-on-1 by Christian Brown. Bynum dribbles up. 6 in the shot clock. Passes off to Watson. Takes a deep 2. Not his shot. Too strong off the glass. Goes right back to Kansas. Here's a jumper. Skids off the rim. Missed by Igbaji. Bynum collects the rebound in the corner. Providence has it back. 12 minutes left to go. Down by 7. Looking to see if they can get a quality possession right here. Bynum, dribble drive inside. Puts one up in a huge rejection out of bounds by Mitch Lightfoot. Man. They just have so many great talented players in this Kansas team. Mitch Lightfoot comes up with a block. That is block number 4 by the Jayhawks. We're going to take a timeout. 11:55 left to go in the first. It's Kansas up 13-6. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I appreciate everybody for joining in, being a part here on the channel. What's good? I'm Swaney. Welcome back in the stream. Quick update on the St. Peter's Purdue game. St. Peter's hanging in right now, 27-25. Purdue leading by 2. Yeah, Gonzaga was just way overseeded for them. It's just a good team. It's just a team with a good record. They could have gotten a seed like Murray State did. It's just total disrespect to what Murray State got because basically Murray State got into the tournament with 30 wins, and they got put as a 7. And here's Gonzaga that played a couple power conferences and the non-conference slate, and then off the WCC play, and they get a 1. Yup, National Peacock Day is today, and every single game of the Big 12 is an absolute battle. Like Kansas is 1, so much higher as far as like strength of schedule compared to Gonzaga. Like, I think that needs to be checked out in the future as far as like how to rate Gonzaga in the future because of that strength of schedule, because they get overseeded every year. Yes, I think Arkansas is going to beat Duke. Yeah, right after Duke won, everybody was just talking about Duke. They got another game to focus on, that's the thing. Yeah, no problem, Raymond. Glad to have you back at the stream, man. Martin, welcome to the stream. Dennis, welcome back in. Glad to have you guys in the channel right here. 11:55 left to go in the first as we're currently on the timeouts. Providence with just a slow start here. It's a bigger step up as far as a defensive opponent that they've faced this season. They're lucky that their defense has been keeping them in the game right now. Kansas just 6 of 15 from the floor. Providence, though, got to get going offensively, 3 of 14. It's just been a block fest by Kansas. Like, they're clamping down, allowing nothing. So tough to buy a bucket for PC. Spaghetti Factory with a dono, appreciative man. Let's get that dono hype out on the stream here. You're the legend there, brother. That area where St. Peter's is in, that's like inner city, right outside of New York City for Jersey. But I know when you go into like more south into Jersey, you hit farmland, like heading towards like Delaware, and out towards like western New Jersey towards Pennsylvania, it's also farmland. A lot of that out there. So we get back into action. 12 minutes left to go. Providence just looking to see if they can buy a bucket. Horkler at the corner takes the 3, no good. Overshot the rim. Goes right back into the hands to Kansas. Kansas plus 4 in the glass, 12-8. Agbaji has it at the top of the key. Passes out to his left, Remy Martin. Lob inside, it's Lightfoot. Lightfoot working one-on-one on Ed Croswell. Lightfoot, hook shot, right hand, skipped around the rim and out, tipped off the glass by Jalen Wilson, knocked out of bounds, last touch by Wilson. And it goes right back to Providence. 11:31 left to go. So Providence going to have the ball back in their defense, keeping them right in this game, even though it seems like that 7-point deficit is miles far away. PC has it. Al Durham bounce pass into the hands to Horkler. Right elbow had it poke loose from behind, and it will stay Providence ball. Yeah, Remy Martin just making huge impacts in this game. He swatted it away from behind Horkler. So fast, so sneaky by Remy Martin. That is block number 5 by Kansas. Mitch Lightfoot comes up and denies Providence at the rim. Kansas with it back. Martin dribbles on Bynum, swings it out, dish to the top. Lightfoot moves it over to Jalen Wilson. Wilson dribbles up to the free throw circle. Bounce pass down low. Lightfoot working on Horkler. Lost control of it down to the hardwood, but passes out to Wilson. 10 on the shot clock. Remy Martin. Step back 3 in the air. Missed off the front rim. Providence with a defensive rebound. 10:40 left to play. Providence still stuck at 6. They have it inside, and Bynum gets tripped up from behind. I think that's going to be charged to Remy Martin. It will be. So Remy Martin picks up the reach and fall. That's going to be Kansas' second. Providence has got the idea. It's just Kansas has been putting on a block fest right now. 5 total blocks. Providence, usually their key is just getting to the rim and drawing contact and getting to the free throw line. But Kansas is just getting their ability to block the ball in this game. And just such a smart and talented Kansas team that they're not going to commit fouls on you. Providence gets the inbound in the corner. A.J. Reeves gives it over to Bynum. Bynum, edge of the March Madness logo, 12 on the shot clock. Bynum dribbles up to the elbow. Pass deflected into the backcourt. 8 on the shot clock. Bynum able to pick it up. Defended by Agbaji. 4 to shot clock. Bynum dribbles. Floats it up over the top. Gets the runner. That is good by Jared Bynum. Wow. I thought it looked like an alley-oop pass right there, but Bynum with a right hand just floats one up in the key and it drops through the net. 13-8. Kansas with the ball. Free throw circle, Remy Martin. Bounce pass right outside into the hands to Brown. Brown floats up the runner. Missed off the rim. Al Durham with a defensive rebound. Looking to push it here for Providence. Out to Bynum. Bynum at the top. Has space. Takes the 3. Missed off the back rim. Had a great look. Offensive rebound. Ed Croswell. Pump fake. Underneath. Huge rejection by McCormack. That is block number 6 by Kansas. And out of bounds. Last touch by Croswell. Man, they've just had so many chances, but Kansas, whenever they're there, right at the rim, block, and Achai Agbaji, Dave McCormack stuffing Ed Croswell, the two of them, as Croswell got in between a sandwich at the rim. 3 blocks by Agbaji, 2 by Lightfoot, 1 by McCormack. 9:25 left to go. Kansas has been held scoreless, though, for the last 3.5. Talks volumes about Providence's defense keeping them in this game. Kansas at the corner. Pump fake. Brown slides to his left. Takes the 3. Missed off the back rim. And defensive rebound hauled down by A.J. Reeves of Providence. Providence 0 for 6 from 3-point range. Bynum at the top. Dribbles up to the free throw circle. Jumper. 15-footer. Too strong. They just can't get their shots to drop. Just way too strong in their jumpers for Providence so far. Under 9 minutes left to go. Martin right down to shoot it goes. Remy Martin. Too good on another level. Outscoring Providence. 9 points Remy Martin. Providence 8. Kansas up 15-8. He's the X factor for this team. If they win a championship, that's the reason why. Number 11 for Kansas. 8.5 left to play. Bynum with the ball on the outside. 12 on the shot clock. Bynum defended at the top of the key. M. Sweeney, thanks so much for the dono, brother. Appreciate the drive. Kick. Corner. 3. Off the back rim. They miss again without Durham. You guys legends in the stream. Appreciate you guys. Probably not for the tournament because he's back to streaming hockey for my friend John. As that's a huge rejection by Manaya out of bounds, denying the shot by Kansas. This has turned into a block fest here. 6 blocks by the Jayhawks. Providence just got their second. Sends that one to the front row by Justin Manaya. Feel free to join in for Miami against Iowa State tonight. I'll be covering that game later tonight. Purdue starting to pull away against St. Peter's, 33-27. Final 10 seconds left to go before halftime. Kansas gets the inbounds. At the right wing, Remy Martin. Gives it out to the top to Jalen Wilson. Wilson passes out to his left to DeJuan Harris. Harris bounce pass and tap to the bounds. Last touch by Horkler, though. It's going to stay Kansas ball. So we're going to take a timeout on the floor. 15-8 to score. And we get 7:54 left to go in the first. I took Purdue in that one. I took Purdue, though, by close. Because they were a 13-point favorite, I saw. I think I had Purdue winning by 5 in that game. Even though it wouldn't shock me if the Peacocks do pull it out and become the first team to the Elite 8. Because, of course, it's National Peacock Day. But the size of that is just so much size by Purdue. Yeah, Remy Martin's just come in and he's just changed this Kansas team right here. Providence is lucky that their defense is helping them out. in this game right now. Because Remy Martin's just too good. Kevin, welcome back on the stream, man. Providence got to start drilling threes. 0 for 7 from the outside. Kansas got a wake-up call against Creighton. And Creighton kept themselves in the game from the 3-ball. Providence was great out in Buffalo, making the threes, and they had struggled in the Big East tournament with the threes, and here they are once again tonight. Just cannot get one to drop. 0 for 7. Purdue up at halftime over St. Peter's, 33-29, so St. Peter's gets a late bucket. Drew Fay, thanks so much for joining in. Yeah, there's different parts in New Jersey, inner city, woods and forests, farmlands. The state is split up between like farmland down in the south and the west, and then close to New York City metro area. That's all inner city. And then the northwest corner of New Jersey, out towards I think heading towards like Albany, that area, that's more like woods in that area. That's more like higher elevation, because that's heading towards like Fishkill in Montgomery out in New York. Because that's like, thinking about like towards like the border of Pennsylvania, northwest corner, like Milford, Matamoros. That's out in Pennsylvania, because I've been down there before. Through like the Stroudsburg area. We went towards the Poconos a couple of years ago, and we had to go through New Jersey. Thoughts on Duke making Elite Eight? I'm shocked right now, honestly, because based on how they played late in the season, I didn't think that they were going to get there. I was really worried about them getting there, but they've just really turned it up now, and their maturity level has gone off for Duke. They've learned from those losses that they've had as Kansas adds in another bucket. 17-8, Providence has to get going. What's good, Salvador Chavez? Welcome back in. 2 games today. After this one will be Miami against Iowa State. Providence down by 9, looking to get something here. 0 for 7 from 3. Bynum. 10 in the shot clock. 7:20 left to play. Bounce pass. Horkler falling away. Jumper, no good. Missed off the back rim. Touched out of bounds, though, by Brown. So it's going to stay Providence ball. $7:16 left to go. Providence just 4-22 from the floor. Got to get something going. Watson gets the inbound at the top. Hands it off to Al Durham. Al Durham got the first bucket of the game. 2 each by Watson, Reeves, Durham, and Bynum. Out to the wing. 3 on its way. Missed off the mark. No good by A.J. Reeves. So 0 for 8 from 3. 7 minutes left to go, and now they have to play defense once again. Martin drives, attacks with his speed. Missed the layup. No good off the glass. Watson defensive rebound. Providence looking to push it. Breed dribbles up to the free throw circle. Pump fake underneath. Breed swarm. Triple team. Swings it out on top. They make the extra pass. Rising away for 3. No good. Reeves again missed the 3 out of bounds. Last touched. Can't see who is last touched. I think by McCormack. It's going to stay Providence ball. So 6:37 remaining. They only got 8 points on the board. So lucky right now that their defense has done everything possible. Everything possible in this game. Remy Martin's going to check out now, so maybe that will help Providence here get a spark. Horkler has yet to score. Horkler, guarded by Jalen Wilson, passes on top. They only mustered 40 against Virginia, so they have struggled against really good defensive teams, though Kansas was in the back portion of the Big 12 in total defense. Horkler, 5 in the shot clock, fading away. Yikes. That's out of bounds. Ed Coley can't believe it. You had 5 in the shot clock, Noah Horkler. Come on, man. This is a 4-minute scoring drought. Noah Horkler just takes a circus shot, fading away at the corner, and hits the side of the backboard and goes out of bounds. Just, you had 5 in the shot clock, man. Juwan Harris going to take it up the court. 6:10 left to go, only 8 points on the board for Providence, and going to need to get something here. Lucky that they're in this game right now. Like Baji, jumper, rises, and no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Ooh, it's going to be on Providence. Foul call there. It's going to be Providence's second. So Providence called it a loose ball foul. Ed Cooley can't believe it. You got to this stage and you only get 8 points to show for. This is looking like a junior varsity type of basketball score right now as far as the score on the scoreboard. This is not good. Not good at all. 8 points for PC. Runner. Missed off the back rim by Juwan Harris. Back it goes to Providence. Providence looking for something here. Got to get to double digits this possession. Back in their way. Nate Watson, low post. No good. Missed off the side of the glass. Lightfoot with a huge defensive play. 5:40 remaining. That one you got to have. You got to win your matchup if you're Nate Watson. I don't know why it glitched. Missed shot down low, Kansas. Another chance. Wilson missed it and gets the put back the next time around. 19-8. Timeout by Ed Coley. 5.5 left to go. Yikes. This is absolutely dreadful. Oof. Jeesh. It's been the problem with them all season long. It's been shooting efficiency. Just ran into 2 of the easier opponents. Got a ton of space on the floor. And tonight, 0 for 10, 4-26. And just cannot buy a bucket. They've had some of the possessions. They've had the looks. It's just haven't been there. Very sad. Got to get something going out of the timeout. Remy Martin, 11 points. Providence has got 8. Scores 19-8 with 5:30 left to go. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate everybody for being a part here in the stream. Yep, it is not. Not at all. Yeah, Kansas averages, I think, like high 70s this season. Top 25 in scoring. And it's not like Providence is going to burn from them in transition. Because if Kansas comes in and their shots are dropping, then they got a 50 burger going into halftime in this game. This score is looking like a JV high school basketball score right now with Providence's number on the scoreboard. Hey, thanks so much, Drew Faye. Appreciate it, man. It's just looking tough. Purdue leading St. Peter's at halftime, 33-29. So St. Peter's keeping themselves right in that game with Purdue. Texas A&M next year is a team to monitor. I think that team should definitely be in the tournament. For not getting in this year, they should get in next year. I think they retain a bunch of their players too. It's just been a block fest so far today. 7 blocks by Kansas, 2 by Providence. Providence hasn't really played like much elite defenses this season. I think their best one for multiple times was against Villanova that they played twice. But they lost against Virginia, only scored 40 to Virginia. And that It was not a good sign going into this matchup. I know it's all the way back in November, but they lost that game 58-40. No second chance points for Providence either, and that's what they rely upon is second chance points, offensive rebounds. Bind them with the ball. We're back to action. 5:10 left to play. Looking for something here. 10 on the shot clock. Bounce pass. Low block into the hands to Watson. Backs his way on Lightfoot. 5 in the shot clock. Watson inside the key, left hand, and he puts one through up and in off the backboard. Finally, they're at double digits. Looking to establish Nate Watson in the post. He's up to 4 points. He's working on Lightfoot. He's got that matchup. McCormick's going to be a tougher one, though. Kansas with the ball. Lightfoot passes out to the right corner. Juwan Harris dribbles out towards his left, moves it on top into the hands to Brown. Outside to Harris once again. 12 on the shot clock. Harris hand off Jalen Wilson. Spots up, takes the three, connects on it. So many good players in this Kansas team. There's Jalen Wilson with a triple. 4.5 left to go in the first. Yeah, Coley's going to have to pick up a bunch of transfers because they graduate so many players this offseason. I got faith in him, though. Horkler, double-teamed, and Kansas is going to get called here. So the clock will stop off of the double team. 4:16 left to play. Kansas with 3 fouls, Providence with 2. Bynum receives the inbound, 15 on the shot clock. Bounce pass, free throw circle, Durham outside of Bynum. Durham dribbles up into the key, pro hop, pump fake, passes back outside, 5 in the shot clock. Inside, floats up a wild shot, no good off the glass. Horkler couldn't tip it in. Watson battle for the rebound, right back to Mania, right place, right time, and he scores. So second chance points finally for Providence, able to get 2 of those points on the board. Kansas with the ball. Christian Brown spots up, takes the 3 straight away. Missed off the rim. Horkler with a defensive rebound. They have some signs of life here for Providence. Bynum at the free throw circle. Working on Dewan. Harris circles around. Bynum dribbles back outside. Bynum bounce pass to Nate Watson. Backs his way one-on-one on Lightfoot. Bynum. Pivot move inside the right hand. No good. Tough look. Couldn't finish off the front rim. Back it goes to Kansas. Jumper straight away. Agbaji missed off the rim. Back it goes to Providence with Horkler. 3:15 left to play. Providence down by 10. Bynum on the outside. PC yet to make a 3. 0 for 10. Bounce pass off the roll down. Watson will draw the foul. So Nate Watson's going to go to the free throw line. Shoot 2 coming up. Blocking foul committed by Kansas. And that's going to be charged, I think, on Achai Agbaji. And that will be the first one by Agbaji. 22-12, 3:05 left to go. We're going to take a timeout. Nate Watson will shoot 2 once we get back after the break. What's good, Jolius? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much, guys, for joining in today. If you're new on the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Purdue and St. Peter's, that game is at halftime currently, 33-29. Remy Martin's the game leader. 11 points by Remy. Yet to be stopped. 5 of 8 from the floor. 3 rebounds. Just so good. And he is fresh coming back from injury. Jalen Wilson almost has double digits for rebounds right now. He's got 5 points, 9 boards for Jalen Wilson. Providence top score 4 by Nate Watson. As they're looking to see if they can start to get Nate Watson going down low. It's been a tough game so far for him. 2 of 8. Working on Mitch Lightfoot lately. And then 2 points each by Bynum, Durham, Reeves, and Mandaya. So Bynum has had a tough game too. 1 of 4. Al Durham's just 1 of 7. He got that first bucket, and ever since, he hasn't got anything else. Oh, yeah. Arkansas definitely going to be back next season. I think we're gonna see a lot of like newer teams in the bracket coming up next like 5 years or so. 'Cause there's been a bunch of like new head coaching hires recently. It's just been a tough game so far for PC. As far as like caliber of opponents, they haven't played like strong opponents. They got Texas Tech at home when Texas Tech had a bunch of like new transfers back on December 1st. Texas Tech's come a long way this season. They usually don't get matched up with like a team like Kansas if they do play in a non-conference slate, because usually they do the Big 12 Big East Challenge, and in years past, Providence will get paired up with another team like viewed in the back half of the conference, say like TCU they played against last year, Iowa State. They usually never match up against Kansas. First shot missed. Got to hit your free throws too, as Nate Watson missed off the back rim. I heard about that Terrence Shannon is now transferring. Second one coming up, and no good off the front rim. Nate Watson goes over 0 for 2. Got to hit the free throws, and he couldn't. Just been a tough game for Providence. Kansas with the ball. 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Free throw circle. Christian Brown dribbles back out to the top. Passes to his right into the hands of Jalen Wilson. Wilson defended by Horkler. Dribbles up into the key. Floats up the shot and gets it to go. 24-12 Kansas. So Jalen Wilson now with 4. He's got also 9 rebounds. Looking for something this possession, and it's going to get tougher and tougher for Providence to make a comeback, especially against this Kansas team, which hasn't been able to get much going on in their transition. That's where they're just so fluid. Drive, kick, corner 3. Horkler, no good off the back rim. Had a good look, just couldn't convert on it. Back it goes to Kansas. Brown. Out on the corner perimeter, moves it out to the top to Remy Martin. Remy is back into the game, and he is torching the Friars. He's got 11. Remy looking to scoreboard in Providence. Remy lost the handle. Watson comes up with a steal. And Providence has it. Bynum, past midcourt. Dishes out to the wing. Wide open 3. Spots up and drills one. That's good. Big time triple right there. And finally, Providence knocks down the 3 ball by Al Durham. 1:45 left to go in the first. We'll see if that finally sparks something here for the Friars. Kansas has it on the outside. Agbaji. Agbaji spots up to take the 3, and they're called on a offensive foul. Going to be a turnover by Kansas as they commit their 5th. 1:38 remaining. Providence going to get the basketball coming up. 1 foul each picked up for Kansas by McCormack, Christian Brown, Ache Agbaji, Mitch Lightfoot, and Remy Martin. And then the 2 fouls for Providence are between Justin Minaya and Al Durham. 1.5 minutes left to go before halftime. Providence seeing if they can start to build some momentum with that late 3 by Al Durham. They have it at the top. Watson passes out to his right to Reeves. Reeves gives over to Durham, dribbles down the lane, kick out to the corner. Horkler shoots the 3. Oh, so close, skipped around the rim and out. And Watson couldn't come down with the offensive rebounds. Back it goes to Kansas. That was halfway down by Horkler, but just couldn't put it through. 1:05 left to go. Kansas plus 5 in the glass, 27-22. Bounce pass out to the wing. Jalen Wilson moves it on top to Brown, gives it out to the corner. Martin turns the corner, bounce pass. McCormack lost the handle, gets it back. And Providence called on the reach-in. It's committed by Watson. So 24-15, 55 seconds left to go as Nate Watson's going to have to sub out, picks up his first personal foul. Martin's going to be the inbound passer underneath the hoop for the Jayhawks. Kansas gets the inbound at the corner. McCormack hands it off to Remy. Martin gives it out to Jalen Wilson. Dribbles back outside, 14 on the shot clock. 45 seconds left to go as Remy Martin receives the pass. Martin dribbles up, takes the jumper, 18-footer straight away, swoosh. Remy Martin just too good. 13 points. Providence got 15 as a team. Kansas up 26-15. 30 seconds left to go. Providence just looking to see if they can get something here. Remy Martin's energy on the court is incredible. This man, there's a reason why he was named Pac-12 Player of the Year last season for Remy Martin. Top scorer in the Pac-12 for back-to-back seasons. Transfers from Arizona State to Kansas. Comes back with a month plus out due to injury, and he is on fire ever since the Big 12 tournament onward. Step back three in the air. No good, but got fouled. It's going to be three coming up in the line for Providence. So Al Durham's going to shoot three. Bill Self not happy about that one right there. Let's see who the foul is on. Oh, they're going back to the Remy Martin play right now. So this will be three shots coming up at the free throw line by Al Durham. First one is good. That's massive for Providence. It was with 6 seconds left to go. It was Jalen Wilson who committed the blocking foul. Second one, no good. Have to hit the free throws. Providence is just 1 of 4 right now at the free throw line today. Got to make the free throws because the teams that can't make the free throws get bounced out of the bracket. Second one's good, 9-point game. 5.3 seconds left to go. We're going to have a timeout taken on the floor. Providence with 3 timeouts. Kansas with 4. Providence takes the timeout. They're going to talk things over. Yep, they just don't have any answers to stop Remy Martin, and this looks to be tough. Because Remy hasn't even got, ramped up minutes in this game right now. He's hitting everything. That man is just too good. Yeah, Providence been pretty good this season at the free throw line, but today, they're just costing themselves this game right now. JR in the stream, welcome in. Gotta hit your free throws. And we see so many of these teams get bounced out from the bracket, missing free throws, turning over to basketball. Turnovers haven't been the case for Providence. They've only got 3. Kansas got 5 for turnovers. Gotta make the free throws, gotta make your shots. Just 20% from the floor in the first half. That's not a good sign. And it goes back to the caliber defenses that they've seen all season long. This is one of the toughest. They only could muster 40 on the board when they played against Virginia back in November. And Virginia didn't even make it to the tournament this year. 5.3 seconds left to go. Kansas by 9 as they get the inbound. Martin in the backcourt. 2 seconds. And Providence commits to reaching by Breed with 2.2. That would be Providence's 4th. I'm going to go Miami tonight in that game. Yeah, Iowa State struggled with turnovers. If Iowa State avoids the turnovers, though, they have a chance to win. That's an interesting matchup because Iowa State's through their defense, Miami's through their offense and forcing steals. All right, they're going to put back into the game Horkler here. Final possession, Kansas with an inbound. Agbaji, step back 3 in the air, missed off the front rim. And we close out and go into halftime. Big time adjustments coming up for Ed Cooley's squad. They're lucky their defense is keeping them right now into the game. 26-17 Kansas as we're going to go in the half right now. Chattanooga scored 16 in the first half against Furman. They came back and won, so anything is possible. This is just going to be tough, though, right now. Extremely tough going up against a Kansas team that scores around 80s this season. St. Peter's, Purdue. This game just resumed action in the second half. It's Purdue who's up 33-31 over St. Peter's. We'll keep you guys posted on that score. If you guys are new in the channel, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Currently, we're just at halftime. Feel free to join in from Miami against Iowa State a little bit later tonight. I plan on covering that game. Top scorer, it's Remy Martin. 13 points by Remy, 6 of 9 from the floor. And he's just been phenomenal coming back from injury for Remy Martin. If Kansas wins the chip, that's the reason why. Is Remy Martin coming back from injury, he looks fresh. 7 points by Jalen Wilson along with 10 rebounds. And for Providence, just held a 20% shooting, just not able to get anything to drop. He's 1 of 13 from 3. It's Al Durham with 7 points. He's the top scorer. They're going to need much more than that. Way more. They're lucky their defense is keeping them in the game right now. Wow, Zach Edey's got no rebounds for Purdue. And St. Peter's just tied up the game. They make the 2. So 33-33, the Peacocks on National Peacock Day have tied it up with 18:20 left to go. And Purdue almost turned it over. They're lucky they have it back. Not good either for St. Peter's that one of their key players just committed his 3rd personal foul. So he had to get pulled from the game right now on the bench at the moment. Yeah, man, it's just been incredible that they've been able to make it this far around. Like, they're going to have to get it going big time offensively if they get a chance in this game, because Kansas, their defense is just giving Providence nightmares offensively right now. Hey, thanks so much for the update there, Dennis. Yeah, Jazz been struggling lately. They got blown out against the Celtics on Wednesday, but Celtics been blowing a lot of teams out. No. So, Sue Bird and Larry Bird are not related to each other. Yeah. I would have never imagined them to make the Sweet 16 this season. They were picked number 7 in the Big East. I'm going to go UCLA in that game. I know that Jaime Jaquez, though, I think they're going to play him tonight for Jaime Jaquez. UNC has been fired, though. I think they've led like throughout like most of the tournament. They've led for like all but a couple of minutes. St. Peter's has the lead 35-33 over Purdue, and Purdue just missed a wide open 3. So Purdue has been known to play down the competition this season. They had to get an overtime victory to beat NC State back in non-conference play. And right now they're trailing by 2. They should be winning this game. You get the clear-cut size advantages. They miss another 3. I can see that St. Peter's has prepared tremendously for this matchup. They are not scared of anybody. Good Pupper, welcome back in. Kansas got themselves 7 total blocks. 3 of those blocks by Mitch Lightfoot, 3 by Ache Agbaji. Agbaji's only got 2 tonight that he scored for points. So Agbaji's just 1 for 6 from the floor. He's historically been struggling in NCAA tournament games for Agbaji, but Remy Martin, he's a savior. If not for Remy Martin, this would be in the teens right now between these two teams at half. Paying, welcome to the stream. Lorenzo, welcome back in. Glad to have you in the stream, man. St. Peter's still up over Purdue, 35-33, with under 16 minutes left to play. They run a lot of motion offense. I was looking at a video about how their offense has transpired throughout this tournament. After this, it's going to be Miami against Iowa State. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to switch rooms in time for that game because I plan on going back in my living room, transferring all the stuff in there because my family is watching this game with me right now in the living room. Sue, welcome in. Yeah, Providence lucky that they're in this game right now through their defense. It's just the caliber type of defenses that Providence has faced haven't really helped them out get into this matchup here for them. That's the thing. It's actually Creighton that's got the best defense in the Big East, and they got destroyed by Creighton the second time around. Lost twice against Villanova. So Providence got the number 3 defense in the conference. Yeah, 9 points, though, it seems like a mile for Providence because they've only hit 1 3. It just really doesn't look good for the Friars right now because they can't get any sort of offense going on. Okay, so Creighton... Oh, this is by conference games, I think. Yeah, it's by conference games, so that doesn't do the whole product. Yeah, I got it on the conference only. So Creighton was a better defense in conference only games, but overall they're top 100. Villanova's top 40 in defense. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so with Holloway coming into Seton Hall. They need to be right on that. Like, the next day later, after St. Peter's is finished up with a tournament. I'll go Johnny Cash there, Lorenzo. St. Peter's just made the free throw, so St. Peter's looking to be the first ever 15 seed to go into the Elite 8, and this is on National Peacock Day. So St. Peter's leads by 4 over Purdue, 37-33. Right now we're just in a timeout here. Purdue's had their turnover struggles this season. They played down to opponents. They won in overtime against NC State. They barely got past Penn State in the Big Ten tournament. And St. Peter's forcing Purdue into 2 seconds in the shot clock well away. That's an air ball. So Purdue just turned it over. Shot clock violation. St. Peter's got a top 15 defense at fewest points allowed, top 10 in paint defense. Man, they're just frustrating Purdue. But the difference in the tournament's been their offense for what they've accomplished for St. Peter's. A lot of motion that they run with their offense. They have one of the players, number 13, now circling around, getting to the cup, and St. Peter's will not get the layup counted, though. Yeah, it looks like one team was very well prepared for this matchup. St. Peter's, they're not scared of anybody. The other team, Purdue, looks like maybe they think that they were handed this matchup already. And that's not the case here. And it wouldn't shock me here if St. Peter's pulls this one off. The first 15 seed to go to the Elite 8 against the Purdue team that has been kind of like a seesaw against competition that they should be able to blow out this season. But has struggled against some of those games that they played against. Be pretty embarrassing for Purdue. I mean, St. Peter's knocked off Kentucky and Murray State. Just an incredible story. They got the kid with a mustache. They got signed in a Buffalo Wild Wings deal. Doug Eddert. He was put on his local news station, going to one of his classes on campus, and he was just walking by the news reporter, and the news reporter interviewed him the other day, and now he's back playing in the tournament. This is not a good sign for Purdue. They just turned over the basketball. Jaden Ivey coughed it up, and St. Peter's came up with a steal. Yes. Yeah, I believe so. It's got Saint in it. It says private university, Jersey City, New Jersey. Yeah, yep, Catholic university. Yeah. So anything with Saint before, it's Catholic. It's got 3,553 students. So this school right here, 2,600 undergrad students, and they are winning. John, welcome back in. Yeah, today's National Peacock Day. How fitting. They won on St. Patrick's Day. And here's National Peacock Day the next week later. This game is on TBS for this game. So the other game's on CBS between St. Peter's and Purdue. So we're just gonna get back to action here. Second half coming up in a little bit. Thanks so much all for voting in the poll tonight, as we have Kansas took the poll 69-31. It's St. Peter's leading Purdue 37-33. With 14:37 left to go. So that works into the favor of St. Peter's because Purdue is the number 2 offense in offensive adjusted efficiency, around the 100s though in defensive efficiency. And St. Peter's defense holding Purdue just to 39% shooting. 4 of 14 from 3-point range. Purdue is top 5 in 3-point shooting and just held to 29% tonight. And here's something that's genius, is that Zach Edey for Purdue has only got 1 rebound. He's 7'4". St. Peter's has got a bunch of players that's 6'7" or less on their team, and they're holding Zach Edey to 1 rebound. That is incredible by St. Peter's. Yeah, John's sister goes there to PC. I think she was actually in class with LaJuan Pipkins when she was a freshman. He was a senior, so that must have been something cool. Do I think St. Peter's can make it to the Final Four? They match up with either UCLA or UNC. I think that one's going to be tougher to do because if they get UNC, there's going to be a lot of points flying off the board in favor of UNC. I'm pretty sure. If they get UCLA is going to slow it down as much as possible in that game. And they usually get quality possessions off for UCLA. But yeah, this tournament's showing anything is possible. Anything is well possible, and St. Peter's might be the first team to get to the Elite 8 as a 15 seed, because right now they're up by 2. Probably Mariah Carey there, Lorenzo. Oh, yeah. Crazy night last night for upsets. Yeah, incredible night I saw from Booker last night. I got him on my fantasy team. He got me 90 fantasy points. So we're just waiting for the second half to begin. A couple moments from now, Providence really has to get something going on the offensive side of the court right here if they want to stand a chance in the second half. Remy Martin just torching Providence as well. Remy Martin, 13 points, top scorer in this game for Kansas, 6 and 9 from the floor. 7 points, 10 rebounds by Jalen Wilson. And then Providence top scorer, Al Durham. He's got 7 points. He has made a lone 3 in that first half for Providence. They are just 1 for 13 from 3, 7 of 35 from the floor. Greg, welcome back in. Thanks so much for joining in. Ooh, Sam Hyde. I don't believe I've heard of him before. And Kansas got 7 blocks as a team, 13 bench points by Kansas, only 2 by Providence. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to say no, most likely for Remy in the first round, just because he's, like, older. And usually the teams that draft go after, like, the first or second year players, most likely. I think Ochai Agbaji, though, for what he's done throughout the season, I think he's going to go first round, though. Agbaji was only held at 2 points, though, in that first half. Wow, yeah, Purdue ain't messing around anymore. Purdue decided to wake up. So thanks so much for the update there, good pupper. It's 41-37, Purdue able to get themselves on a run as they get a 4-point lead. We'll see which man, or all of them, going to have to be them dudes to step up in this second half for Providence if they want to save their tournament hopes. Move on to the Elite 8. Tough task at hand in this game because Big step up from the Big East to the Big 12, and the caliber opponents beating and banging upon each other all season long out in the Big 12. Honestly, you can make a case for every single one of those teams in the Big 12 to make it to the tournament. If they were grouped in different conferences, all of them would be in the tournament this year. Every single one of those Big 12 teams. So we get back to action. Kansas goes right to left in the floor. Kansas has the ball first. DeJuan Harris, Dave McCormack, Christian Brown, Jalen Wilson, Ache Agbaji. 5 in the floor for Kansas, and Kansas called for a quick offensive foul. It's McCormack down low, calling for the push-off. So 12 seconds into it, one foul picked up by Kansas. Second one of the game by McCormack. Chris, welcome back in. Hopefully pretty good there for Sean Miller. I think you guys gonna do much better and probably get back to the tournament soon. Providence with their first possession. Al Durham, bounce pass, low block. It's Nate Watson. Watson, defended by McCormack, backs his way, right-handed hook shot. He scores. 2 points by Nate Watson. Get Big Nate going down inside the key. Kansas second possession. Harris moves it out to his right to Jalen Wilson. Wilson passes on top. McCormack slides it over to his left to Brown. Turns the corner, gives it outside to Harris. Harris dribbles up, passes out to the perimeter. Here's a three. Jalen Wilson, too strong. Missed off the back rim. Defensive rebound pulled down by Providence. Down by 7. Providence looked to score back-to-back buckets for the first time in this game. Edge of the midcourt logo. Al Durham has the ball now, defended by Harris. Durham passes to his right out to Reeves. Reeves dribbles up to the free throw circle, passes off the roll down. Watson has some space, double teamed up, turnaround, missed off the mark, tipped up. Horkler had it for a moment, but he touched it. And it's going to be last touch by Kansas out of bounds. So it's going to be back to Providence here off the inbound. Providence will get the inbound underneath their hoop. 18:40 left to play in the second. Manaya will come in, be the inbound passer. Inbounds it out to the top of the key. Al Durham passes out to his left to Reeves. Reeves dribbles towards his left. Step back 3 in the air. Missed off the back rim. Defensive rebound collected by Jalen Wilson. 18.5 remaining. Attacking Christian Brown. Draws the contact and the foul. It's going to be Brown coming up at the free throw line shooting 2. So 18:26 left to play. First shot by Brown, that's good. Second shot by Brown, and he nails it. Kansas dialed in on their free throws tonight. They're perfect. It's the first time they've gone to the charity stripe. Perfect 2 for 2 by Brown. And Providence just 2 of 5. Got to make the free throws, as we've seen a lot of trouble this season in the tournament. Missing free throws, and Providence, far side of the court, Al Durham misses the exchange with Reeves. That's a turnover. Oof. So Providence commits their 4th turnover. Cannot have that if you want to come back. Down by 9. Kansas looking to extend it. They take a 3. Missed off the back rim. Lightfoot. Offensive rebound. And a reach and fall committed by Watson. So 18 minutes left to go. Once again, Kansas will get the ball back here. Not looking so hot for Providence. Kansas will inbound underneath their hoop. DeJuan Harris, the inbound passer. Moves it out to Lightfoot. Lightfoot gives it over to the top to Harris. Harris with 18 minutes left to go. Crossover, dribbles, drives, down the lane inside, puts one up and in off the backboard. That's good for 2. DeJuan Harris straight to the rim for KU. He scored the first basket of the game. Now he gets a quick bucket at the start of the second half. Providence with the ball top of the key. They got to get something here going. Manaya moves it out towards his right into the hands to Al Durham. Horkler passes over to Durham once again. 17.5 left to go. Durham, pro hop in the key, puts one up and he scores. That's good. Up and in off the backboard. Count it. and one. Al Durham with a strength good ahead to the free throw line. So we'll see if this ignites something here for the Friars now with 17:27 left to play. Al Durham driving on Brown, pro hop in the key. It's Brown that gets called for the blocking foul. I mean, these 9 points seem so far away. 9 points by Al Durham, looking to be the first player tonight for Providence in double figures, and he missed the free throw. You got to make these free throws if you want to win. Providence 2 of 6. Kansas comes up with a rebound. Jayhawks by 9, looking to extend it. Top of the key, Harris dribbles, drives down the lane, and another layup up in and off the backboard. 11-point lead for Kansas. DeJuan Harris giving Providence some trouble. That's not a good sign for the Friars there. Harris known more for his playmaking abilities than taking it to the hoop and scoring. Providence with the ball. Durham gets the handoff, hands it off on the outside to Bynum. Bynum working one-on-one on Jalen Wilson. Crossover, dribbles out to the elbow, passes to the wing. 3. Missed off the rim by Manaya. Rebound pulled down by Christian Brown. Kansas with the ball. Brown gives it out to the wing. Agbaji, pass deflected, gets it back to Wilson. 16.5 left to play. Moves it outside to Harris. Harris with it, 15 on the shot clock. Harris back-to-back buckets for Kansas. Over to Wilson. Wilson at the top, working on the Watson. Wilson dribbles, attacks down the lane, right hand, and he draws the foul. It's going to be a blocking foul picked up by Nate Watson. They're not usually this bad for Providence. As far as like shooting efficiency, they have not been great all season long in terms of shooting efficiency. Tonight they've been held at 23%, 9 of 40, 1 of 15 from 3-point range. First shot is good by Jalen Wilson. Just another level here. Second one, that's good. (34-21), 16-15 left to play. Providence down by the largest deficit. Al Durham passes out to the top. It's off to Manaya. Manaya dumps it down low. Horkler puts one up off the turnaround, scores up and in off the backboard. Going to need a lot more than that, though. Kansas playing some really good defense. Kansas got 7 blocks in the first half. Providence just not a great efficient shooting team, but just Kansas is just clamped down. On the outside, it's Jalen Wilson. Wilson dribbles, attacks into the key, puts one up, no good, off the glass, and the rebound pulled out by Manaya. Here comes Providence looking to cut it back into single digits. 15.5 left to play. Bynum, bad pass. Ooh, was it deflected? Nope. Turns it over. Right in front of Ed Coley. His man move, tried to make a cut. Bynum threw it right behind him, and that's turnover number 5 by Providence right now. So we're going to take the timeout. 34-23 to score Kansas up. Every single possession matters, and seems like it's a far, far away at this point for Providence in this game. I actually took Kansas in my bracket to win it all. Even though I'm a Providence fan, I'm shocked that they got this far in the tournament. Like, they haven't really faced, like, high-caliber defenses this season, so this was kind of expected in this matchup. I thought it would have been a tough one, and the only way that they could win this game, basically, is you got to get Kansas into foul trouble, and that's been non-existent tonight by Providence. Haven't been able to make their shots. Kansas has picked up 8 fouls as a team, but nobody's got 3. 2 each by McCormack and Christian Brown, but everybody else playing with either 1 or 0, and Providence just crushing themselves for the last turnover plus the 4 missed free throws. I mean, they just don't play pretty basketball for Providence. They're just not efficient. It's more about second chance points, and Kansas has kept them off the glass tonight with offensive rebounds. Actually, Providence has got 10 offensive rebounds, but they just have struggled to get it up and through the second time around. Yep. That didn't happen go so well there for that one. Yeah, Remy Martin's completely changed Kansas here. I was super impressed with Kansas, how they played in the Big 12 tournament. So that's why I took them in my bracket prediction to win it all. Pale Rider, thanks so much for joining in, man. Appreciate it for joining in. Quick update on the St. Peter's Purdue score. Purdue leading 49-45 over St. Peter's with under 8 minutes left to play. We got 15:27 left to go here, currently in the timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified future live streams. I'll be back in a little bit later tonight covering Miami against Iowa State. Yeah, at least it's not Providence against Florida from a couple of years ago where Providence got destroyed. This looks like it could be Kansas's year in this tournament since both of the other all the three other 1 seeds are out, and Remy Martin's back and fully healthy for Kansas. Plus, Kansas is trying to look for revenge. What happened to them last year in the tournaments? They got crushed against USC. They were coming off a lengthy pause. They didn't even play in the Big 12 tournament last year because, unfortunately, at that time they had players in the protocol at that time and couldn't play in the tournament. And then this year they redeemed themselves, win the Big 12 tournament, best conference in the nation, and looking like they're going to go to the Elite 8 if they keep it up rest of this game. 15-15 left to go. Kansas with the ball, up by 11. At the wing, Wilson lobs it over to Lightfoot. Lightfoot backs his way in. Horkler, right hand turnaround around the rim and out. And we get a Providence foul. Big D in the stream. Welcome in, man. Glad to have you back in. Hey, thanks so much, Raymond. Appreciate it, man. Remy Martin back into the game. Passes down low. That's a two-handed flush by Lightfoot. Not looking good for Providence. Kansas back to their largest lead by 13, and Providence is a slower tempo type of offense. So this is going to be tough to get back into it. Horkler moves it out to the top to Al Durham. Al Durham passes out to the wing. Reeves launches a three, just not their game. Skipped around the rim and out. Providence 1 of 16 from three-point range. Kansas with the ball. Top of the key, Remy Martin. Remy working one-on-one. Dribbles up, drives, dish out to the wing. Wilson passing on top. Igbaji takes it. Burst of speed. That shot gets altered. Providence comes up with a basketball. 14 minutes left to play. Dribble, drive, down the lane, and Al Durham had his shot blocked. Kansas has it back, looking in transition. Deflected at midcourt. Providence comes up with a steal. Euro step, down the lane, the right hand, and fouled. This could be A.J. Reeves to the free throw line. 13:54 left to go. It's going to be on Lightfoot, who picks up the blocking foul. Rigoberto, welcome to stream, man. Yeah, not looking so hot. It's a low chance to get back into this game for Providence. Considering at the rate that Kansas scores and considering the tempo of offense that Providence plays, it's going to be difficult. First one good. Yeah, incredible, man. St. Peter's right in there against Purdue. 49-47. Purdue up by 2 with 7:15 remaining. Second shot, good by Reeves. Joe, welcome back in. Thanks so much for joining in, man. Under 14 minutes left to play. Kansas with a possession. Jalen Wilson dribbles up, pass, sails all the way to the backcourt out of bounds. That's a Kansas turnover. Yeah, things going pretty well, man. Happy about my team this season here. I'm shocked to see them this far in the tournament, honestly. Could have never imagined to see Providence make it this far. It's been a really tough game. They haven't really seen an opponent this caliber before this season. 13:25 left to go. As we get a whistle here and the foul committed by Kansas reaching in. Yeah, there's way too much talent on Kansas. And Providence gets the inbounds. Backing their way low post. Ed Croswell puts one up and around the rim it goes for two. Big Ed down inside the low post. It's a 9-point game. Providence trying to find their way back into it. Still got 13 minutes left to play. 20-16 points in the paint in favor of Providence. Remy Martin leading the way, 13 points. Missed three by Kansas. Picked up on the rebound by Providence by Al Durham. Look at the push tempo here. Durham at the top, dribbles up to the free throw circle. Bounce pass down low. Dish. Croswell underneath Horkler, right hand. Puts one up and missed it. No good. Battle for the rebound. Horkler gets it back off to Croswell. Low post again. Missed it. Blocked at the rim. Another chance tipped up. Couldn't get it to go. And Remy Martin comes out with a defensive rebound. So many blocks by the Jayhawks tonight. They got 8 total as a team. Kansas down low. We got a whistle and a foul. And that's a charge taken by Providence. Huge charge by Al Durham. Goes back to the Friars. So many opportunities. Croswell, Horkler, last possession. They had 3 shots underneath the hoop and they couldn't get anything. And then Jalen Wilson called in the offensive foul running over Al Durham. 12.5 left to play. Seems like the 9-point lead by Kansas is miles away for Providence to come from behind. Yet somehow still in this game. Bounce pass down low. Gets the dribble. Puts one up. It's good by Croswell. Establishing down in the low post right there. Wow. Lucky break by Ed Croswell. He almost lost that basketball. Timeout taken on the floor by Bill Self. 36-29. As Providence is in this game right now, even though it seems like they're down by miles. Yes, Providence and Butler play in the same conference. We take the timeout. Yeah, I thought that this should be a blowout right now. That Kansas would be up like 60-29 at this point. By the rate that Providence have been playing, just hadn't been able to make anything today. 1 of 16 from the floor, and they are hanging in there at the moment. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If they make those 4 free throws, well, guess what? It's a 3-point game. It's a 1-possession game if Providence makes all their free throws right now. So they're 4-8 at the free throw line. There's still a chance. I think if Providence cuts it to 4 or 3, then we're on to something in this one. Because Providence has won multiple close games this season. I think they're 17-2 in games decided by single digits this season. Only 2 losses against Villanova. So I still got faith in them. Anything is possible. It was not looking like that a while ago. Purdue leading St. Peter's 54-52 with 5:37 left to play. Anything is possible, honestly. Kansas has got 9 total blocks as a team. It's just, don't go in there underneath the hoop tonight. It's the just reject you zone whenever Providence goes right at the rim. It's been incredible that they're in the game. Jalen Wilson, Dave McCormack, Christian Brown, Mitch Lightfoot, Remy Martin, all with 2 personal fouls each by Kansas. Nobody with 3. 1 foul picked up by Achai Agbaji, none by their point guard, DeJuan Harris. Providence got 3 with Nate Watson, 2 fouls picked up by Mania, but none by Noah Horkler. Horkler's got to get going. He's been crucial in the first 2 games in the tournament. Tonight, Horkler's just 1 of 8. AJ Reeves, 1 of 7. If those guys start to get going, Bynum, 1 of 4, just 2 points, then we're looking at a potentially different game. It's just the shots haven't been able to drop today, so they're starting to go down low with Ed Croswell. And Ed Croswell now got 4 points down inside the low post. He's huge for the future here for Providence, for Ed Croswell. I think he has another year of eligibility, I believe. 6'8", 245. Transfer from LaSalle. $12:17 left to go. We're going to get back to action. Not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure, like, my schedule ahead of time and stuff, because I want to, like, catch up on a lot of stuff, too. 12:10 left to play. Kansas with a possession. Left baseline, Jebel Egbaji. As we get another foul picked up by Providence. Clock will stop. Both teams with 5 total fouls. It's going to send Egbaji to the free throw line. Yeah, St. Peter's hanging in there. 56-52 Purdue with 4 minutes left to play. First shot, Egbaji makes it. Egbaji's only got 3 tonight for the All-American. Second shot, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Defensive board picked up by Horkler for Providence. 12 minutes left to go. Providence down by 8, looking to cut into it more. Al Durham at the wing, defended by Martin. Bounce pass, right block, double team. They give it over to Horkler. Takes the jumper, blocked by Egbaji. Tipped out to the perimeter, though. AJ Reeves has it. Reeves defended by Jalen Wilson. That is 10 blocks as a team by Kansas. They shoveled it over to Croswell. Croswell double team. Puts one up. He gets fouled. Count it and 1. Ed Croswell up to 6 points. Going to shoot 1 coming up at the free throw line. The big boy double teamed. Puts one up and sends it through off the back rim, and it drops through the net. Double team by McCormack and Egbaji. Wow, we got a game. 6 points. Providence is trailing. Chance to cut it to 5 coming up at a charity stripe after the timeout. Providence in the middle of a street fight right now. They're going to beat them dudes. And them dudes with Ed Croswell specifically showing up. Past couple possessions here. He's got 6. Nate Watson with 6. Croswell stepping up in a big way since Nate Watson's got 3 fouls. So we're going to take the timeout. 11:36 remaining. If you guys are doing the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Kansas with 10 blocks as a team. We got 13 total in the game. This 6-point lead by Providence. It seems just that, or 6-point lead by Kansas. Seems like Providence right now is just miles trailing in this game. So they are just trailing miles and miles away. Like any other game, you're down by 6. You could get right back in the game in like a minute. You could go on a 6-zip run in a minute. This one you're going to need like a solid 4 or 5 minutes possibly to compact it together. Bradley, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining in, man. No problem. Providence is right in this game. They were trailing by 13 at one point in this one. Incredible how, despite shooting 1 of 16 from 3-point range, that they are in this matchup right here. Also, they missed four free throws. Those points are going to come in crucial in this game. If they make those, then you got yourselves a 1-possession game right now. It would be 37-35 if you make all the free throws if you're Providence. So Providence 4 of 8 at the free throw line. Kansas is 5 of 6. St. Peter's trying to come on back. Purdue leading, 3:42 left to go, 56-55 over St. Peter's. Feel free to join in for Miami against Iowa State. I'll be covering that game later. You guys are welcome to join on board for that matchup. Top scorer tonight for Kansas, that is Remy Martin. 13 points from the bench. 6 rebounds. 6 points by DeWan Harris with 2 assists. 9 points, 11 boards by Jalen Wilson. Ache Agbaji with just 3 tonight. And then Providence top scorer, nobody yet with double figures, but 9 points by Al Durham leading the way. And then 6 points each by Ed Croswell and Nate Watson. I'm not sure myself. They don't have the second chance statistics on here. Providence has got, though, 13 offensive rebounds. Kansas got 10 offensive boards. It's Kansas, though, plus 5 in the glass, 36-31. Defensive rebounds, plus 8 for Kansas, 26-18. Nick, thanks so much for joining in, man. Darrell on the stream. Welcome in from Germany. $11:36 left to play. Ed Croswell going to shoot one at the free throw line coming back from the timeout for Providence. Yikes. 15 turnovers for Purdue. Yeah, turnovers aren't going to get you a chip right there. Free throw. Croswell connects. It's a 5-point game. Once trailing by 13, they've cut it to 5. Kansas has the ball. By the way, Providence plus 7 when Ed Croswell's on the court. At the left wing, DeWan Harris dribbles out to the top of the key. Harris passes down low, looking for McCormack between the pass and the shot. They turn it over. Providence comes back with a basketball. Chance to cut into it. They fling it outside. Corner. Moves it out to the top. It's Durham. Going to slow it down. 11:10 left to play. Providence has at 15 on the shot clock. They give it out to the left wing to A.J. Reeves. Reeves dumps it down left baseline to Horkler. Horkler working on Jalen Wilson. Horkler hands it off. Jumper fading away. Missed off the back rim. Tough shot. No good by Reeves. Yeah, same with me. I took Kansas in my bracket, but not going to root ever against my favorite team in the tournament. Underneath, McCormack missed the shot, but he gets fouled. It's going to be Dave McCormack going to the free throw line to shoot 2. 10:44 left to go as the clock will stop. Patrick, welcome back in. Yeah, incredible for Duke, man. Two big come-from-behind victories they got. They've been they've really matured since their losses that they've had. McCormack has yet to even score tonight. He's averaging 8 in the tournament. No points so far by McCormack. First shot, good. So McCormack's on the board. (57-57). St. Peter's and Purdue with 2:40 left to go. J-Dom on the stream. Welcome in from the Philippines. Appreciate it for joining in. Second shot coming up. McCormack hits it. Free throws a big component of the game. Kansas been able to make theirs. Providence not. 5 and 9 at the free throw line for Providence. Kansas 7 of 8. 7-point game. Providence has it. Takes it right down the lane. Finishes up and in with a right hand. Scores out. Durham up to double figures. Now with 11. First Friar to get there tonight for PC with Al Durham. Splits defenders right to the cup. Jumper, deep 2. Missed off the front rim by Kansas. Providence collects the defensive rebound. Here goes the Friars. Durham dribbles. Lost the handle. Kick out corner. Horkler takes a 3. Oh, he makes it. Noah Horkler with a 3-ball. That was not a beautiful possession at all. That is Ed Coley, Providence-style type of basketball. It ain't pretty, but somehow, someway, the shot is able to drop. Closest it's ever been since the start of this game. 10 minutes left to go. Providence in a 14-3 scoring run. Kansas, low post McCormack, puts one up. Powerful bucket, scores up and through off the back rim. We got a ball game here. That's only the second made 3 of the night, by the way, for Providence. 2 of 7 from downtown. 9:40 left to go. Providence down by 4. Very well right in it. Durham hands it off on the outside of Reeves, who will hand it off now to Manaya. Durham puts the ball into the hands to Horkler. Out to the top. Horkler shoots the 3 again. Oh, he's cooking. Noah Horkler, back-to-back 3s, baby. It's a 1-point game. Horkler the Torchler. Oh, man, get the flame out because he's made the last 2. He is sizzling right now. Kansas looks to slow it down. Remy Martin, top of the key. Yet to score in the second half. He's got 13 all in the first half. And we get a quick whistle here. Providence called in the reach-in. Clock will stop. 9:05 left to go. Anybody's ball game. Despite shooting 30% from the floor. Providence in this game through their defense all game long, and Noah Horkler back-to-back threes. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It ain't pretty, but it's Providence college basketball. 9:05 left to go. Martin will head to the free throw line now with a bonus. First shot, Martin hits it. That's 7 by Providence, 6 by Kansas. Quick update on the foul trouble numbers right now for Providence. 3 personal fouls committed by Nate Watson and Ed Croswell. 2 each by Manaya and Durham. And then for Kansas, 3 fouls committed by McCormack. 2 each by Wilson, Brown, Lightfoot, and Remy Martins. Second one, missed off the back rim by Remy. 8 of 10 at the free throw line for Kansas. Providence 5-9. Friars chance to take the lead with a 3, chance to tie it up with a 2. Here they go. A.J. Reeves, 8:50 left to go. Moves it out to the left wing to Horkler, who's made back-to-back threes. Pass on top over to Manaya. Out to the wing. Backing their way inside. Reeves, jumper for the tie. Missed off the front rim. A lot of shot selections happen to be questionable by number 11 for Providence, A.J. Reeves. Dribble, attack. Martin with a left hand. Scoop score up and in off the backboard. Up to 4 once again by Kansas. Remy Martin on a whole nother level. Feeling the energy. His blood is gushing through his veins. Unbelievable season that Remy Martin has emerged here in the last 3 weeks. Skip past the wing. Out to the top into the hands to Reeves. Looking to see if somebody else can get involved besides Reeves, because Reeves has tossed up bricks tonight. 8 minutes left to go. Providence has it. Durham attacks. Floats up the runner right hand. Oh, it drops in for 2. Oh, baby, Al Durham right there with a nifty move to the hole. Ed Coley getting his boys intense here. They are right in the middle of a street fight. It ain't pretty, but it's gritty. It's athletic. It's physical. Here we go. 7:45 left to go. We them dudes. Kansas with on the outside. Martin. Jumper. Takes it deep 2. Missed off the front rim. Horkler. Defensive rebound. Here goes Providence. 7.5 left to play. Friars going to slow it down. Al Durham at the left wing perimeter. Providence 17-2 this season, and games decided by single digits. Both losses against Villanova. At the left corner, A.J. Reeves. Reeves defended by Christian Brown. Crossover, left baseline dribble. Gets knocked down and fouled. That's going to be 7 by Kansas. A.J. Reeves going to shoot in the 1-1 at the free throw line. We're going to take the timeout on the floor. 44-42. Kansas by 2, everybody. What a game we got here. Only one other number 1 seed is left remaining, and they are hanging by a thread. Once up by 13, now up by 2. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Despite shooting 3 of 18 from 3-point range, Providence is right in this game because of their defense. Kansas with 10 total blocks. Kansas struggling from 3, held at 2 of 14, 36% from the floor by Kansas. Providence at 30% tonight. Quick update on those Peacocks right now. St. Peter's leading 61-57 over Purdue with 1:43 left to play on National Peacock Day. Oh, baby, let's go. These Peacocks. Peacocks leading by 4 with 1:43 left to play. As we go into timeout in this game currently, it's 7:17 remaining. Kansas up by 2. Just being here in the tournament for Providence, it's surreal. Like, it feels like a once-in-a-lifetime moment here. 7 seniors in this team. Incredible. Absolute dream season down to the wire against the Blue Blood. Like, they weren't in this game at all. They were down by 13. Things really needed to change fast. They couldn't find their shot. And here they are, down by 1 possession. Outgaining Kansas in the second half, 25-18. And welcome on the stream once again. Unbelievable. Feel free to join in later tonight. I'll be covering Miami against Iowa State. Hopefully that game is going to be a good one as well. They start 3 grad students, 2 seniors in the starting 5 for Providence. Nate Watson came back for a big reason. His reason to put this team in position as much as possible to win a chip. Nobody ever expected Providence to make it this far in the tournament. Never mind, make it to the NCAA tournament. They proved all the doubters wrong. Picked 7th in the Big East preseason poll, and here they are hanging in with a blue blood. Down by 2 with just over 7 minutes left to play. Michael, welcome back in. St. Peter's by 2, leading Purdue 61-59 with 41 seconds left. Providence is 10 of 21 in the second half shooting. Kansas is 5 of 13. Going to come down to free throws and turnovers. Kansas got 10 turnovers. Providence with just 5. But Providence has been struggling at the free throw line. They would have had the lead right now if they had made their free throws. 5 of 9 at the free throw line by Providence. Kansas 80%, 8 of 10. Here's Providence at the free throw line with A.J. Reeves in the 1-on-1 bonus. First shot, got it. It's good. We'll stay there and shoot a second one. Chance to tie it up with Reeves. Noah Horkler, 8 points in the second half. Remy Martin had 13 in the first half, so only got 3 in the second half for Remy, though. Second shot coming up by Reeves. It's up, and it's good. This game is tied up at 44. 7:17 left to play. Friartown jubilant here as they are reignited, down by 13 and now into a tie game. If St. Peter's wins, they'd be the first ever 15 seed to the Elite 8 ever in NCAA tournament history. Right to the cup. That's good. Up and in. Jalen Wilson scores. Kansas once again up by 2. Providence looking for an answer. 7 minutes left to go. Providence going to slow down the basketball to Al Durham. Durham defended at the top of the key. Bounce pass into the hands of Horkler. Moves it back outside over to A.J. Reeves. Reeves dribbles up to the right wing perimeter. 12 on the shot clock. Reeves passes on top out to Al Durham. Durham defended by Wilson. 5 in the shot clock. Durham dribbles up. Free throw circle. Rises for the J. Takes one. Oh, right down the chute it goes. Al Durham, the transfer from Indiana, evens up the score at 46. 15 points by Al Durham. What a get in the offseason by Ed Coley, baby. 6:15 left to go. Kansas has possession. They lob it inside. McCormack backs his way. Down low post working on Watson with 3 fouls. McCormack puts one up and Watson picks up his 4th. So Watson called in a blocking foul as that will be his 4th personal foul now for the super senior. They're going to have to get Croswell back into the game. Croswell has been massive today with 7 points. It's a big body down low. David McCormack coming up to the free throw line. Tie game at 46 with 6:10 remaining. The Peacocks are 38 seconds away from pulling off the upset. 63-59 over Purdue. First one is good by McCormack. Second one coming up by David McCormack. And no good. Missed off the rim. Horkler comes out with a defensive rebound for Providence. Providence is going to slow it down. 6 minutes left to play. Durham hands it off to Bynum, who's been silent tonight. Just 2 points, 1 of 4 from the floor. Bynum at the left wing hands it off to Durham on the outside. Durham passes down low, and they score. They take the lead off the cut by Noah Horkler. 48-47. Providence with a lead. First time tonight. 3. Missed off the back rim by Kansas. Sails all the way to the top of the backboard. Tipped out of bounds. Oh no, McCormick tried to save it out of bounds and he could have put it into the wrong hands. Providence comes out with the ball. Collision. And we got a foul. Oh, I think it's on Providence here. Pushing off by Durham on Remy Martin. Incredible cut by Horkler. Yeah, it's on Al Durham. Offensive foul by Providence. 5:32 left to go. That's Providence's 9th. So Kansas will get the ball back. Offensive foul. Al Durham pushing off. Defended by Remy Martin. Jalen Wilson turns the corner. Dribbles, attacks on Horkler. Wilson puts one up and he banks it. Count it. And a 1. Horkler picks up the foul, and that's going to be the 10th. That's a team by Providence. Unbelievable game. 49-48. Providence hanging in there with the cream of the crop, the top of the class, the blue-blooded, the Kansas Jayhawks. Free throw is good by Jalen Wilson. Kansas by 2. $5:15 left to go. Kansas 10 of 13 all in the second half on free throws. Providence with the ball. Bounce pass into the key. Croswell moves it outside. No look pass corner off to Horkler. Now to the top. Bynum pump fake. Gives it outside to Horkler. Has space. Shoots the 3. Missed off the back room. Had a great look. Couldn't convert on it though by Horkler that time around. Kansas with the ball. 5 minutes left to play. Brown at the top. Dribbles up. Drives. Floats it up off the glass. And Christian Brown scores. 52-48 and 14 seconds remaining between St. Peter's and Purdue. And the Peacocks are leading. Timeout taken by Ed Coley. 65-64. St. Peter's leads with 8 seconds now left to play. All right, we take the timeout here. 4:49 left to go. It's Kansas by 4. Incredible game that we've got at the moment. Right now, I'm going to change it over, since we're in the timeout here, over to St. Peter's and Purdue to see this, if I'm able to, before we get back to action. 5 seconds remaining, though, between St. Peter's and Purdue. St. Peter's makes both of their free throws. They lead 67-64. Purdue, they need a 3. They'll take one at the logo. Ivy. And that's it. St. Peter's on Peacock Day has won the first ever 15 seed into the Elite 8, baby. Unbelievable. Jersey City lit tonight. These boys aren't afraid of anything. Doug Eddert, the man with a mustache, the hero. 67-64, they knock off Purdue. Wow. What a season of the upset. All right, so we're going to get back into this one here. We got 52-48 coming out of the timeouts. Kansas has it. Back from the timeout. Pass underneath. McCormack scores up and in off the glass. 6-point lead for Kansas. 4:10 left to go. Providence with the ball. 7-zip run last minute 15 by Kansas. This game, if you're from the U.S., is on TBS. Providence with it. Bynum into the key. Looking to pass it off. Bounce pass down low. Croswell, right hand, puts one up, and he gets fouled. Providence in the bonus as well. The clock will stop. And we're going to take another timeout. 3:57 remaining. It's Kansas by 6. What a game. If you guys are new in the stream here, hit that thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. St. Peter's just won, everybody. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. These boys from Jersey aren't afraid of anybody. 67-64, the final score over Purdue as the 15 seed is beaten the 3. They make history for the first ever 15 seed to go into the Elite 8. Hey, thanks so much, Hurricane Jason. Appreciate it, man. .419 left to play. Kansas by 6 as we go in the timeout. Remy Martin, top scorer in the game. He's got himself 16 points. Jalen Wilson, double-double, 14 points, 11 rebounds. Ache Agbaji struggled throughout the tournament for the All-American. Just 3 points tonight. Held 1 of 7 from the floor. But they've just got players that can go off, and that's been a difference maker. 15 by Al Durham, 10 points by Noah Horkler coming alive in half two. Yep, that is so true there from Randy right there. So St. Peter's is going to take on the winner of UCLA versus UNC. The winner of this matchup will take on the winner of Miami versus Iowa State. I'll be covering Miami against Iowa State later tonight. Yeah, I think this game is going to overlap the UNC-UCLA game. Providence hanging in right there. Was a tie game at 48 apiece a couple minutes ago, and then 48-47. Providence took the lead, and then Kansas went on a 7-zip run last minute 45. Yeah, Purdue's been playing down the competition this season. St. Peter's was well prepared. Purdue struggled with turnovers all season long. So honestly, not even shocking to me that Purdue is out of the tournament. They just struggle with turnovers all season long. And their defense has been a big question mark. St. Peter's was in the late 200s and the 300s in scoring. It's the defense. They're top 10 in defense for St. Peter's. They got them better scoring in the tournament, which just make them much more scarier. Yeah, unbelievable. St. Peter's to the Elite Eight. Could you ever imagine that? Unreal. 15 beats a 2, they beat a 7, and then they beat a 3. In the bracket. 7-zip run by Kansas ever since Providence took that 48-47 lead. We have 3:57 left to play. Providence will go to the free throw line. 1-and-1 bonus here for the Friars. It will be Ed Croswell. And he's been a rough free throw shooter this season. At 52.5%. Makes the first one, though. Yep. Anything could happen in sports. Second one coming up. That is good. Gets a friendly bounce. Under 4 minutes left to play. Kansas has the ball. Remy Martin on the court with Jalen Wilson, Christian Brown, David McCormack. And Jalen Wilson. Ache Baji out there as well. Deflected pass. Providence called on a reach-in, I believe, here with Croswell. So Kansas in the double bonus as the game clock will stop, and both of the bigs for Providence are in some deep foul trouble right now. So 4 personal fouls picked up by Nate Watson. That's the 4th by Ed Croswell. And Dave McCormack's got 4 by Kansas. 4 fouls picked up by McCormack. So Dave McCormack now in the double bonus, shooting 2 for Kansas. Yeah, Providence was down by 13. First shot, McCormack missed off the back rim. Providence right in there. Second shot coming up by McCormack. And that was good. 5-point game. 55-50 with 3.5 left to go. Yep, the ultimate bracket destruction right here. Providence with the ball top of the key. Bynum. Bynum dribbles up. Jumper. 15-footer straightaway. Got blocked by Remy Martin. That is block number 11 by Kansas. Kansas gets the ball back. 3:10 left to play. And Kansas will slow it down. Brown lobs it up over the top. McCormack behind the defense throws it down with a huge Or that's Agbaji with a right-handed flush. Oh, man, he's just so good. Achai with the alley-oop. We're going to take the timeout. 2:53 remaining. Brown to Agbaji. That has been such a dangerous connection this season as Achai slips behind the defense, makes a cut behind Minaya, throws it down with a two-handed flush. Thanks so much, Felix. Appreciate it, man. You guys legends here being a part on the stream tonight. Man, that is just such a huge play by Kansas. Like, free throws cost you in this game. Providence has missed 4, same as Kansas now. Kansas was perfect to start out their first 7 free throws. That's a big altering play right there. It's block city tonight by Kansas as well. Kansas with 11 blocks as a team. $2:53 left to go. Achai Agbaji with some flight time on that. Off the pass sent by Brown at the top of the key. Incredible, man, that Providence has got this far this season. Super proud of this team. Hanging in there against one of the best. Kansas got all the momentum, too. 57-50. Providence needs a big bucket. Inbound for Providence. Under 3 minutes left to go. It is Reeves who passes off to Al Durham. Durham at the top of the key. 2:40 left to go. Durham spin move. Dribbles up. Drives into the key. Kick out corner to the wing. It goes. Here's a 3. Oh, splash. It's good. That is A.J. Reeves from downtown. It's a 4-point game. That's a big 3 by A.J. Reeves. 2.5 left to go. Providence with their 4th made 3 of the game. Kansas with the basketball. 2:20 left to go on the clock. Martin bounce pass into the hands of Jalen Wilson. Dribbles on the Horkler. Spin move. Puts one up. No good. Nice alter right there by Horkler. Defensive rebound pulled down by Durham. Providence with the basketball. 2:10 left to play. Providence has it back in their way. At the left baseline. Defended by Martin. That's Durham. Durham inside the key. Puts up one and no good off the glass. And defensive rebound hauled down by Remy Martin. 1:55 remaining. Too strong off the glass. I'll be doing Miami against Iowa State, so feel free to join in for that later tonight. 1:45 left to play. Kansas has the ball. Martin into the key. Kicks it out to the corner to Wilson. Now into the hands to McCormick. Passes outside to Agbaji. Agbaji with 8 on the shot clock. Minute 35 remaining. Kansas with the ball. 5 on the shot clock now with Martin. Martin contacted. Takes the 3, and that's going to be 3, I believe, coming up at the free throw line. That's a terrible foul committed by Providence. Ugh. That's on Al Durham. Al Durham gets the wrong way around the McCormack screen and contacts Remy from behind, and it's going to be 3 shots coming up by Remy Martin at the free throw line. Oof. That's a big oof right there. First one he missed off the back rim. Second shot coming up by Remy Martin, 79% this season. That's just a terrible fall at this stage of the game. Second one's good. Whenever you follow somebody in a 3, that's a big oof. Woof to that. 1:32 left to go. Martin makes the second one. Third free throw coming up by Remy. And that's good as well. So 2 for 3 that trip of the line by Remy. 6-point game. Providence has the ball. Minute and a half left to go. At the wing perimeter, it's A.J. Reeves. Reeves pass out to the corner. Takes a 3 open. No good. Missed off the back rim by Al Durham. That would have been a great one. Able to sink it, but no. Rebound pulled down by Kansas. Going to kill clock. Brown gives it over to Martin. 1:10 left to play. Kansas looking to slow down tempo here as they will kill clock. 15 on the shot clock. Minute and 5 left to go. Kansas has it. Top of the key, Remy. Gives it over outside of Brown. Lob inside McCormack. Bucket basically to win. Turn around. Missed off the side of the rim. Providence comes up with a defensive rebound. 52 seconds left to go. Providence dribbles. Euro step. Nice dump off down low. Oh, the two-handed flush by Nate Watson. Al Durham through contact. Incredible distribution right there to the ball. 48.2 seconds remaining. Wow, what vision by Durham. Able to take it past midcourt as Martin. Martin gets fouled with 43 seconds. So Remy Martin in a double bonus, going to shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line for Kansas. Kansas by 4, 43 seconds remaining. It ain't over till it's over. What a game, everybody. 43 seconds left. Remy Martin been the X factor. If Kansas wins the chip, he's the reason why. 18 points by Remy Martin. 79% at the free throw line this season. First shot by Remy. No good. Missed off the back rim. So the score stays 59-55. 43 seconds left. 8 fouls come in by Kansas. Providence with 10 in the second half. Remy Martin's second free throw coming up with 43 seconds. Providence with 1 timeout. Kansas with 2 as well. And looks like Providence will take one. Okay, so a timeout taken here on the floor. 59-55 to scores. We got 43 seconds. So they split the free throws. Remy Martin's going to shoot 1 more free throw coming up at the line out of the timeouts. Man, what an incredible season for Providence, hanging in there against the top of the nation right now with the Kansas Jayhawks. Kansas got more quad 1 and quad 2 victories combined compared to anybody else in the nation. They played the toughest schedule out of anybody else in the nation besides Michigan. And Providence is right there with them. A 4-point game. (59-55) with 43 seconds left. It's going to be 1 more free throw coming up by Remy Martin. There's never been an Elite 8 without a number 1 seed since seeding began back in 1979. So Baylor going down to the second round to UNC. Last night we saw Gonzaga lose to Arkansas and Arizona lose against Houston. (43 seconds left. Remy Martin will shoot 1 more. See if they can get them to miss once again. Providence out of timeouts. Kansas with 2 timeouts. So here comes back Remy Martin once again. 79% free throw shooter. Martin shooting 1 more at the free throw line. Shots up. Shot is good. 60-55 Kansas. Hopefully you took the under for this one. 40 seconds left to go. Providence needs a quick basket. Friars with the ball. Al Durham at the right wing looking to pass it. Nobody's getting open though. Moves it out to the top off to Reeves. Reeves 30 seconds left to play. Double teamed out to the top. Horkler shoots the 3. No good. Airballs it. That's tough. Yikes. Noah Horkler with an air ball. 26 seconds left, and it goes back to Kansas. And Kansas will take a timeout. Incredible game, though. I hope to see Kansas sometime at the Dunkin' Donuts Center in the future. Or Kentucky, or Duke. One of you Blue Bloods teams better schedule a game on the road at Providence, because nobody wants to play Providence at Providence. And they're getting recognition here in the tournament, which is incredible. They have trouble scheduling a lot of the bigger schools that they go into. They play in the non-conference slate. They usually play out in like Maui or the Bad Boy Mowers Classic, or like Diamond Airlines Classic that they usually play in and stuff like that, so they could get like those bigger opponents on the schedule. They're looking at this right now. The last shot by Horkler. Yeah, that's a complete air ball. I don't think it was deflected by Kansas. Did not look like it was blocked by Kansas from that point of view right there. It's incredible that Providence has made it this far. Let's see. Horkler with a 3. I don't know. Christian. Yeah, I don't think so. No, Christian Brown was contesting it. I think that was straight up air ball. Like, I can't believe that they made it this far to the Sweet 16. Yeah, Remy Martin's the key to the chip here for Kansas. I picked them in my bracket to win the championship for Kansas. I've been super impressed what they've done from the Big 12 tournament onward. So even though I'm a Providence fan, as this will be Kansas basketball off the inbound, I had taken Kansas in my bracket. Yeah, it's going to be a big rebuild next year. Hopefully going to get a lot of players out in the transfer portal. Kansas inbound, and they get fouled. So 27 seconds left. Remy Martin going to head back to the free throw line. I mean, this is a season that they had, and they ran into a team that I think could very well win the championship with Kansas. Remy Martin, with his rise through the late stage of the season into the tournament, it has just put this Kansas team to new heights. Remy Martin, 2 shots at the line. First one he missed. So Providence +7, still looking good at the moment. 27 seconds left. Miami getting ready for Iowa State. Second one coming up, that's good. .22 seconds remaining. Providence inside. Durham straight to the cup. He scores left hand up and off the backboard. 4-point game, 19 seconds. Double team. Martin able to dribble past the double team and gets fouled again. 16.3. So Kansas will head to the free throw line with Remy Martin once again. He's the top scorer with 20. Yeah, thanks so much, guys. I'm not shocked at all by this, honestly. That it would be incredible if they're able to win it, but man, these guys played their hearts out all season long. Like, I'm glad they didn't get destroyed. First shot around the rim and it goes in. Feel free to join in for Iowa State Miami in a little bit. Second shot coming up by Remy. And that's good. This man's in another level. 16 seconds left to play for Providence. Pass midcourt without Durham. Durham draws the foul. Was this in a shooting motion? Because if so, it would be 3. Yeah, that's going to be 3 shots. So that's going to be 3 shots here by Al Durham at the free throw line. First one, good. Yeah, the last minute of this game takes forever. So 2 more shots coming up by Al Durham. Yes, I plan on covering both the games tomorrow. On Sunday, I'm probably going to be out all day on Sunday, so probably won't have any streams because I got rehearsal in the middle of the day on Sunday there, and it's the final one before competition. What's good, Ward? Welcome back in, man. Duke actually won yesterday, so they're in the Elite 8. Yeah, it was South Dakota State that they were supposed to play. Me too, man. Based on their last game before the tournament that they had played against Creighton, I was really worried about that game. And what we learned about this tournament is that the physical type of teams are the teams that's winning games. And the teams that are really efficient shooting are the teams that aren't going far. Second shot by Durham, he missed it. Celtics going to win the chip this year. So, even though Providence looks like they're going to lose in this one, still got Boston Celtics. Celtics going to win a championship this season. The third one's good by Durham. 63-59. I can't believe I'm saying that right now, because 2.5 months ago the Celtics got blown out, or 2.5 months ago Celtics got blown out by, or they were up by 26 and they lost to the Knicks. The Knicks came back and they won, and that loss sparked something for Boston ever since. Yeah, Kansas just got fouled, so they're gonna head to the free throw line. 9 seconds remaining. Kansas will head to the charity stripe. It's going to be Jalen Wilson. Unfortunately, tonight won't be covering UCLA because that game's starting. It's going to be Miami against Iowa State. First one by Wilson's good. I used to be in the bands before. Second one coming up by Wilson. This one is good. 65-59, final 8 seconds. Providence with the ball. Dribble drive Durham right to the cup. He scores. 4-point game. Kansas will get the inbound. 4 seconds left to go. Agbaji bounce pass. Remy, and gets fouled again with 3.2. So, 3.2 seconds left to play. Incredible season, man, by Providence. And I think Kansas is going to win the championship. If not, I think it's going to be Arkansas that wins the championship. Because nobody's been respecting Arkansas, and they keep on proving the doubters wrong each and every single game. And they beat 2 number 1 overall teams this season. Auburn in the regular season when they were at number 1 at their peak. And Gonzaga, the number 1 overall seed. Second shot coming up by Remy. He missed the first one. Free throw number 2 is good. 66-61. 3 seconds left to play. Providence will just spot up with a 3. Hits the front rim, and this game's gone final. Incredible game between these two teams. They gave them all they got today. I thought Providence would have got blown out by 25, especially when they were down by 13 in this matchup. But man, they came back. They were up by 1 at one point. Score was 48-47, but Kansas just on another level because of this man. Remy Martin, if Kansas wins the championship, it's because of him. Remy Martin, absolute X factor in this tournament. 23 points by Remy. He is coming alive, playing with incredible energy, man. Nothing to be down upon for Providence. This team was picked 7th in the Big East. The doubters kept on doubting them. Every single game that they played in this season, they kept on being underdogs. When they took on teams like St. John's, they were put in as underdogs against teams in the bottom part of the conference. And for them to show up in the Sweet 16 against a team that might be cutting down the nets coming up next Monday, that's something to really be proud upon for this team right here, because what Providence does as far as like bringing in players, transfers, recruits, it's not as big as like other programs and stuff. The 401 doesn't get like much like representation as far as like basketball culture like they should be doing. Not a lot of teams want to schedule Providence in or want to take on Providence, so they try to get opponents from their region. They took on St. Peter's this year at home. They play against Fairfield, Ed Cooley's former team he coached against every single year. They play against Vermont usually, New Hampshire, Boston University. They get all the local schools to compete against them. And in order to schedule in teams, they're lucky to have like the Big East Big 10 matchup, Big East Big 12 matchup, where they usually get slated to play against the Big 12 team bottom of the conference. Last year was TCU. This year was Texas Tech, who was thought to be a rebuild for Texas Tech, and they lost yesterday against Duke. But man, just proud of this team this season. Ed Cooley, right at the top, along with Tommy Lloyd, Mark Adams, coaches of the year for those 3 head coaches. Incredible season. Would have never expected Providence to get this far. this year. And yeah, definitely something for the future. Hopefully this tournament sparks something here for the future, that they can get more like bigger recruits into Providence, get some big time transfers out there for this team, because they gave it all they got against the number one team, in my opinion, in the nation as far as quality victories with Kansas. They got the most victories out of anybody as far as quad 1 and quad 2 victories combined. They played the toughest schedule out of anybody in the nation per opposing defenses. And if they win the championship, it's because of Remy Martin. Thanks so much, all, for joining in. I'll be back in a little bit calling Iowa State and Miami. I'll be back in my room covering that one in a little bit. Going to close out to the channel members, everybody. We got Jason, Cindy, Rajip, Olded, Deuce, Brian, SG Sports Talk, Russell, D-Block, BP, Greg, Oreo Pudding, Bino, Arohan, Steven, Mark, Mike, John, Jessica, Stephanie, Ahino, Josa, Tristan, Elkie, and Jer Farnadi. Woody, Warren, I Am Ghost, Pamela, Keith, Ian, Isaiah, Man and Hayes, Dave, Barco, Ride to Steel, Kelly, Bruin, and CF. See you guys later if you're interested joining in Miami, taking on Iowa State. And enjoy the rest of your night, everybody.